What's up, guys? My name is George, and today I'm going to be showing you guys one of my personal favorite bows, the wolf bow. I really go back and forth on the lightning bow and the wolf bow as my favorite, and at the moment, it is the wolf bow. This thing is just so beautiful, so powerful. I mean, just look at what it does to this sword; it just blows it all away. Anyway, this is very simple, very easy compared to the other two. No stupid shots that you had to hit like with the fire bow. No gums that you need like with the void bow. It's just simple, straightforward. I'm going to show you guys how to get it right now. So you're going to go around the map and you're going to find three dragon heads. And as you see here, this is one of them down in the anti-gravity room. It's going to take exactly 8 kills in front of this dragon, 7 eaten zombies, and 1 kill to get it lit up in order for it to actually die out. Once you know that you've finished it up, you're going to see the dragon breathe fire like this with smoke around him, and then he's going to disintegrate into a bunch of rocks, and then you can go on to the next dragon. The second one is in this church right above the anti-gravity room. You're going to see a giant globe in this room, and you're going to see this right above the fireplace. Go ahead, kill a zombie right in front of this dragon so it can get lit up. Then you're going to kill 7 zombies one by one, taking a little time in between in order for the dragon to actually eat them. And then you'll know when you're done when the dragon breathes out fire, once again, has a bunch of smoke around him, and then disintegrates into a bunch of rocks, and that's how you know that you're going to go onto the third dragon. So this is the third and final dragon head right here in this courtyard. You don't have to do them in any particular order whatsoever. If you actually watch my first 2 videos on bow tutorials, you know I did a different order every single time. So just do it however you want. Just make sure you take your time, kill zombies one at a time, wait for the dragon to finish eating a zombie before you make your next kill. And once again, you'll know when you're done when the dragon eats that last zombie and it starts to breathe fire. It has a whole bunch of smoke around it and then disintegrates into a bunch of rock. That's how you know you're done with that dragon. If you finish all 3 dragons, you could pick up your unupgraded bow. So if you go up these stairs right here, you're going to see a knight's tomb, and right behind it, you're going to see your unupgraded bow. And now you're going to have to get the broken arrow pieces for the wolf bow. In order to get the broken arrow pieces for the wolf bow, you're going to have to look for 4 different paintings around the map. The first one is in this little room right by the HVK wall that I just ran by. You're going to see that painting over there. Right across from this room as well, you're going to see right by this door, you're going to see the second painting right there. Go through this door, go down these stairs, and actually through the second door is going to be the third painting as well. You're going to open this door up, you're going to have to, and you're going to see this painting right here. And then right above this room, right into the clock tower, you're going to see the 4th painting on the wall right to your left. Now, it's not as simple as holding square on all 4 paintings. You have to have a certain order. So let me show you that order. The first one is this painting right here with a man sitting on a throne with dogs beside him. Go ahead and interact with that painting. You'll see that light turn on, and you're going to hear a little guitar strum, meaning you got it right. The second one is going to be a knight on top of a horseback with a little flag out. Go ahead and interact with that. That's going to be your second one done. You can go on to the third painting now. The third one is going to be this mountain with like fire all around it. Go ahead, interact with that, and hear that guitar strum, making sure that you got it in the correct order. And the fourth one is this fallen soldier. When you interact with it, you should hear this.
No mortal could hope to achieve victory against such evil.
Then that means you can go ahead and acquire your broken arrow pieces. Go into the anti-gravity room, right on the left by the entrance, the wall should pop out, and you should be able to pick up your broken arrow pieces. Now, if you didn't hear the wolf howl and instead just see a little flash of a light, as in right here on the painting, then that means you messed up somewhere. Go ahead, just start over again. Should be no problem whatsoever. To start the quest, you're actually going to teleport down to the rocket pad. And when you get down there, you're going to hop up right below the rocket. You're going to look up toward the mountain, and you're actually going to see this red flag staked at the top of the mountain. You're going to go ahead and shoot at that with your bow. It may take you a couple shots. It took me a couple shots in this one, but I found aiming the crosshairs right at the top of that flag works. And if you hit it correctly, you should have your progression bar move forward, and the skull should roll down the hill, and you can now pick up that skull. and move on to the next part. After you pick up the skull, you're going to go over to the anti-gravity room and see this chest with a wolf symbol on it. Next to it are two wolf skeletons, except one's missing a head. Interact with that to put this head back on that you just picked up. You'll see this ghost wolf all of a sudden appear. You're going to follow this ghost wolf, and it's actually going to pop up 3 soul chests, and I'll show you how it does that. Eventually, the wolf is actually going to stop and paw at this bunch of rocks that are on the floor. Now this is going to be a soul chest. They get to get zombie kills near it. So go ahead, get some zombie kills near it. You'll see that their souls actually go straight down into that mound. And eventually, when you get enough, I think it's about 8 or 10, the wolf will stop its barking and it's actually going to dig up those rocks. You're actually going to find part of a skeleton in there. Go ahead, pick it up, and the dog is going to run away once again. And you're going to have to chase after it once again to a different mound. The next mound is actually right here, right outside of Double Tap. It's going to dig up right beside this car. You're going to go ahead and let it do its thing. Then it's going to start barking. Go ahead and kill zombies once again right near it. And eventually, souls will stop getting sucked into that little pile. And that's when you know that the dog will eventually dig at that pile. And it's going to reveal another part of that skeleton. Go ahead, interact with that pile so you can pick up that other piece of the skeleton and move on to the third pile, which is actually right in the anti-gravity room. Coming up these stairs, once again, right in front of one of the pack-a-punch locations, the wolf will paw at this little mound of rocks. It's going to act as a soul box again. You know the drill. Go ahead and fill this up. This is actually going to reveal the skull of the skeleton. When you're done filling up the soul box, you're going to see that the wolf reveals the skull of the skeleton. And when you do pick up that skull, you're going to actually see the ghost wolf go over to the wall, start whining and clawing at the wall. This means that you have to get anti-gravity turned on, and you're going to have to do a little bit of parkour for this next step. If you don't know how to get the anti-gravity room turned on, go ahead and walk into this room and you're going to see 4 squares around this pyramid. If you stand on these squares long enough, they're going to start shining blue from the floor. This means that you activated one of those squares, and if you get all 4 of those squares, you see that the room now turns into a light blue hint. You can double jump all over the place, and it has low gravity like you were on the moon. So go ahead, turn on anti-gravity, and if you already have, wait for it to turn back on. I'm going to show you this next part in slow motion because it's really easy to miss what I'm talking about. So when anti-gravity is on, go ahead and start the wall run. And when you start the wall run, you're going to notice this wolf symbol on the wall above this hole. Go ahead and shoot that wolf symbol, and underneath you, a platform is going to form. Now quickly, before it goes away, hop on that platform by wall running and then jumping onto the platform, and you're going to interact with the hole itself. And you're going to notice that you actually form a skeleton. The skeleton is actually the knight that you saw in the pictures they interacted with before. He's going to hand you the Reforged Arrow for the wolf bow. Go ahead, pick that up, and move on to filling it up with souls. So go ahead to the same place you placed the skull earlier and interact with that chest, and you're going to be given the max ammo right away, and it's going to act as another soul box. Now you're just going to fill this up with about 15 to 20 souls. I honestly always forget the number. And when you're done, you'll hear some kind of indicator noise, and you'll start to see that the arrow is now glowing in that chest. Interact with that chest, and your bow is actually going to go inside of that chest, and out is going to pop your upgraded wolf bow. And you are free to pick it up and use it however you want. I honestly love this thing. Single shot acts almost like an extra splash damage of the original bow that you had, the unupgraded bow. But the charge shot is really where this thing hits. It sends out 2 wolf spirits that are in like this kind of spiral, and it plows through everything in your way. And it instantly kills zombies and everything around it. If it's not killed, it pushes them to the side, instantly creating you a path. I find this to be something very useful if you ever get stuck in a corner. If you do not get the lightning bow, this is the bow that you want. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please leave in the comment section below. Please leave a like if this video was helpful. Subscribe if you like my content. And follow my Twitter if you need any notifications on when I'm uploading videos. I'll see you guys in the next one where we talk about the last and surely not least bow, the lightning bow.